6-7 to beat. Terry, J, and Jazzy T with you. Jazzy, you always do the honors.
Yes. We got Married to Medicine cast is in the building. We have Miss Quad Webb Lunsford. She is a business owner, a philanthropist, a TV host. I can keep going, but
the list just goes down, huh? Right?
Let's keep going on. We also have Miss Toya in the building, Miss Toya Bush Harris. She is an author, a mom, a wife, and she is also one of the cast members of Married to Medicine.
How about that? Really? My God, that Married to Medicine is fire, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Do y'all watch? I mean, have you just really watched it from season 1 all the way up into season 5?
I seen season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, I caught the end of 5.
Okay.
But 4 in season 3 and 4 is one I kind of, I was being a mom, and I fell off a little bit, but I'm back. I'm back with cable now. I got cable now, so I'm watching it.
You got your cable back.
Yes, I got my cable back. So yes, I am very familiar with the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I had to catch up. Because what happened was, I have a friend and she's all about reality TV shows. So she came to stay over. She came, and I would come home. She'd be on my couch watching TV.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, what you watching? And she's like, you got to sit down and watch this. I was like, we're watching reality TV shows. And I gave her this look. And then y'all were on TV. And this was season 5. So I started I think halfway through season 5. And I was like, sure, I'm going to watch it for like an hour. I watched one episode. Next thing you know, I was like, she left, came back, and I was like, she's like, you looking up the other seasons? I was like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
It's good. I want to know what's happening now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the first thing that caught me was you were trying to find out about your history, like the Africa, and you all were dressed up, and it was that nice formal.
We got into an argument.
Was that season 4 or season 5?
That was season 5.
Yes. And you was like, and it was interesting to me because I always want to find out more about my history. And so for you guys and having the charts and in your dashikis and kente cloths, I was like, all right now.
Oh, we turned up.
But then, it got real.
It got real.
I was like, oh.
It just don't stay. It never stays good for long periods
Everything
of
is
time.
temporary. Everything is good is temporary.
Sporadic.
Yes.
Oh my God. I mean, and I often feel like, oh my God, we're doing so well. I love these women. I want to be around these women. I want to spend more time with them.
And then the turn up happens real quick, and you just got to catch your wig or grip your pearls because you don't know what's going on.
I don't know, Quad. They asking about you a lot. Where you at? You've been hiding. You've been working though. You've been working.
But it's not what a soap opera is.
It is. But to watch y'all so real, it's like soap operas. You kind of like, I don't know if that's kind of real, but y'all just all the way real.
Right.
I mean, come on now. Isn't that why we buy albums and we listen to music?
This is true.
But you gotta have that slow groove, but then you gotta.
Turn up.
We like music because we enjoy it. And thank God that the good people at home enjoy Married to Medicine. But the biggest thing about Married to Medicine is that we really, really, really utilize our lives as a teaching tool. And so it's very important that we're always putting what's real and what's current and what's really going on in our lives.
Is that also hard to do, though?
It's hard as hell.
Yeah.
It can be quite devastating sometimes. My God, the things that I read.
To let the world.
And I would imagine everyone has a comment. Or they feel like they can be, if they see you out in the streets, that they can just give you thoughts and pointers that just come out randomly.
Oh.
What do people do, Toya?
Girl, they're very scary. It's very scary. I mean, I just got burnt on my arm the other day. Let's be clear.
What?
You told me.
Yeah.
How did you get burned?
What happened?
I mean, because she was very friendly, a very friendly fan, very sweet. She wanted the picture, and she had a cigar in her hand. She put her hand around.
That's happened to me before, girl.
Man.
Yeah, and she burnt my arm, and I was like, oh my God,
What did you say afterwards? It was kind of awkward.
This damn hurt. You burnt me.
Kind of awkward.
It was a very awkward moment, but she was so sweet, But I've had people talk about, my taxes, give me their cards, because, oh gosh, I heard you were having tax problems. I'm a
Would you
CPA.
tell people what's going on with the taxes?
Yes, please, because they're going to know.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say this.
Okay.
My husband was very nervous about putting his information out there because he's a physician. He's very high up in his career, and God forbid you want your the people you work with to know your business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't
Trust me, I understand that.
Yeah, and you don't want them to look at you in a different way, in a different light, but the reality is, in our culture, we are not a couple that keep up with the Joneses. I know people like to think that you are because you dress a certain way, you drive a certain car, but the reality is, me and my husband, we learned from failure, and we failed in that area. And the greatest thing that we gained in that area is that we have some amazing friends. We have some amazing lawyers.
Amen.
And we have
Shout out to the lawyers.
amazing CPAs now.
Okay,
and
now?
our shit is in order.
And
That's
this
what I'm
year
talking
you all
about.
be celebrating 10 years of marriage.
10 years
Congratulations.
of marriage.
Yes.
10 years.
That's
That's
a real clap.
And we are out of debt. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And that's the most important thing. We have 2 boys, and we are really trying to now make sure their foundation is right. And I'm not saying that our parents did anything wrong, but I am saying that
You always want better.
yes.
You always want better. My father and my dad was like, what you see here, what I've worked for you to do, worked for you to have, I want my grandson, my granddaughter to have that and more.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we have to show our generations under us, that there's always something better to achieve. But also remember, it's community.
Yes.
Not just, take care of you and your family, but if you see your neighbor, your church member, that reach out to them. Because I think that's what we're missing a little bit of our culture now.
Absolutely.
Everyone's all for them a lot of times, and not realizing that it takes a community. Because I would imagine, and you would probably agree, I don't have kids just yet, but I would imagine you would say that you're not the only one raising your children.
That's right.
Your husband's not the only person raising your children.
Absolutely not.
And so that we have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
With that being said,
Mommy Chronicles, we got to talk about
yes,
it. I'm
look at
excited
that.
about
Move
taking
into
I'm
it.
a fan of the Mommy Chronicles because I'm a mom. My baby girl, she just made 7 yesterday.
Oh, praise
and I was
God for
watching,
7.
yes, I was watching some of your Mommy Chronicles. Now, the one about when you took your son, I believe, to a birthday party, and he asked about, Mommy, I want you to stay with me until more brown faces show up. What was your advice? Because you ended kind of like, I don't think you really just told us what happened afterwards. So I'm very curious, like, how did that conversation go between you and your son? What happened?
All right. So, okay. So, you know what? Praise God for the Mommy Chronicles. You know what? Because this particular Mommy Chronicle, I had been sitting on for about 2.5 months.
Why?
I was scared.
For
I
what?
scared to put it on my Instagram because it was very controversial.
Yes.
And everybody has a comment.
And social media can be scary.
Cruel.
And I noticed even in some of the comments that some of them was, about racism.
Yeah.
But they didn't even know they were being racist.
Yeah.
I saw one person commenting and it was like, oh man, you need to watch out. Something must be going on, with those people. And I was like, those people are so sweet. I love the people whose house I let
Right.
my son, play at. I know those people.
Right.
I know they're not racist, but they were sounding like racist in their comments. And so the reality is this. My son, who was 6 at the time, he's about to be 7 next month. He went to the party. I was taking him to the party, and he was excited to go. There were a ton of his friends there, a ton of his classmates. They were all in the pool. He loves to swim. Mm-hmm. They were doing his favorite thing. And that's why I was so taken aback, because he would not even get in the pool. And I was like, Avery, what is your problem? Like, get in the pool, boy, go play.
Right. Go have fun. Go be a kid.
Right. And he would not. And the parents came over and was like, what's wrong? Do you want some pizza? Which is his favorite thing to eat. He wouldn't eat. And I was like, okay, what's your problem? And I was like, okay, well, look, I'm about to go. I'm going to go and go get a gift for the boy, and I'll be back.
Right.
And he was like, Mommy, please don't leave me.
Oh, my.
And
So let me ask you a question. So has there been something to transpire between that short period of time where he was completely okay, Avery was very fine with being around all people, to the moment where he's now asking you to stay with him until we see more brown faces?
People that he recognized.
Has he been bullied? Has he heard racial slurs? Has he been challenged by the level of intelligence that he has because of his brown skin? What has happened? What did he say?
I was literally wondering the same thing.
Well, I'm a talk show.
You
Yes,
do it, but you was.
see this,
I was
just
feeling
like,
it. I was like, yes.
And
This is what
that's
she
what's
do.
so crazy. Nothing. And it was scary for me because my oldest son has never said anything like that. Nothing. So I immediately went to my, after all this had happened, I went to my husband, like, you need to talk to your son. Like, we need to find out what's going on.
What's the root of it?
Right. So, because I asked Avery, I was like, Avery, why do you need Mommy to stay? He was hesitant. Finally, he told me, Mommy, I just want another little brown boy to come. I just want another little brown boy to come. And I was like, brown boy? And to be honest with you, I don't even use the word brown boy. So that was awkward for me to hear.
Right.
You know, like, what do you mean brown boy? And so when he said, you know, I said, well, I'm going to sit here. I'll sit here with you for a while. And then, oddly enough, another boy came who was a good friend of his, who wasn't brown, you know, and he was so
comfortable.
But he was comfortable
with him.
Right.
Again, that's
And he was so excited. And
someone may have made him feel uncomfortable. And you just don't know it yet.
He told me to leave.
It could have been one of his peers.
Fine. He told me it was fine. He had a good time. I left, came back. He was fine when I came. I still asked my husband to have a talk with him. And we had a great talk just in general about being comfortable in your skin. And how amazing it is to be brown.
Oh, I have a question. Speaking of being comfortable in your skin and talking about youth, because I know bullying is a real thing.
Absolutely.
And these days, I've been reading articles, especially I think the most recent one was about a young boy out of Denver who unfortunately, I think he was in the 4th grade, and he told his mother first that he was gay. And the mother at first, you know, she thought he was playing. She's like, he's 4th grade. But then she was on the way taking him to school, and she saw how serious he was. She stopped and said, okay. And they talked about it, and she could see the conviction in him and how he just knew. And then he wanted to tell his friends at school, which, as you can imagine, children, they are unfiltered. They haven't learned to...
They may not receive the information.
How adults, they may not feel how you feel. Some of them, they could be scathing. And so, unfortunately, they made fun of the boy. And he ended up taking his life. But how do you, as a parent, you know, tell your child about being comfortable about with themselves, but also safeguarding them from the outside world, because the outside world can be cruel?
I don't have children. We all know that. But I mean, I do have common sense.
Right.
And lots of it. I think for me, if I did indeed had a child and that particular situation transpired, for me, I'm very receptive. So, you know, that's a very delicate thing with someone identifying with their sexuality. And you need love. You need nurturing. You need tender care in a situation like that. But if it were my child, I would have then said, you know what, right now, this is a very safe place for you to talk to me about it as your mom. And we're going to wait a little bit later before we talk to your friends about it. Be respectful to them.
Right.
You know, make sure that you keep everything very normal. You know, respect their space, meaning no touching.
Right.
But do indeed give it time.
Right.
So it has a lot to do with the parenting. Basically.
I think so.
Absolutely. All to do with the parenting.
You know, it's
I agree.
so funny because yesterday was parent-teacher conference.
Oh, that used to make me so nervous.
So early in the school year, so it's early.
Bad then.
Right, but you know what?
I was a little nervous too, because I used to talk and do my work, but I used to talk.
And my parents always had...
I was a talker.
I love to
Parents
talk.
have high expectations. They like, if I go to work, you better be doing what you do, because if I got to deal with you...
That's the only job you have.
Right.
That's all you have to do.
So if I got to deal with you, and my dad was like, he was a correctional officer, so he dealt with the worst of the worst of Louisiana. So, you know, he would be like, if I got to come home after these badass kids, and I got to deal with my own child. And them belts were thick. So I was like, dear God, dear God.
So what happened at the conference?
So actually, let me be correct. Yesterday was parent sharing.
Oh, parent sharing.
So what we do is, at my son's school, at the beginning of the year, they do a parent sharing where basically you tell the teacher about your child before they have parent-teacher conferences.
Okay.
So basically the conference is you tell them about your child before they tell you about your child. Okay.
That's interesting.
So we had the conversation about, you know, my son. And, you know, to answer your question, you know, it is the one thing I've learned that is so important, you know, with my son Avery, is every morning I must instill in him something positive.
I like that.
Yeah. Because every child's different, right? So Ashton, my oldest, he knows already that he is the man in certain...
It just exudes it.
He's going in and he's like, I'm going to be the best. You know what I mean? I'm about to just...
Give it to me.
Okay, yeah. What you want to do?
I got you.
It's an A. What? You know, Avery goes
We in there.
And Avery's like, yeah, I did it. I finished the paper. It might not be an A, but hey,
It's cool.
It's finished.
it's finished. You know.
I did what you wanted.
And I receive it because I was that student. You know, I didn't need to be a A. What? A B was good. You know what I'm saying?
But it is.
But you know, who cares about an A? You know,
Be acceptable.
T Quad best said.
you gotta be that.
Yes.
See, that was Eugene. You know.
Oh, you got it.
But look what a B got me. I'm on Married to Medicine.
Shout out to
Hot ass mess.
Season six.
Season 6.
Yes.
So did you all think that, I guess, 5 years ago, that you would be at a season 6?
No.
After the
I love
first
how
season.
real that
After the
is.
first season.
It's like Boonho.
It's really funny because Francesca from the A Scene recently asked us the same question, and my honest answer to her was that in season 1, I think it was discovery time for us. I mean, we were discovering how television works, how reality TV works. We were discovering each other. We were discovering ourselves on TV. So we never, I never thought past really season 1.
Yeah.
I was just really trying to understand the full gamut of what this could bring to the table.
And Miss Quad, you are a star now. You have, the glow up is so real. You have so many things going on.
Yes.
I guess I want to ask about your TV show.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I think it's so great with you all. Yeah, shout out to Rashawn Ali. Rashawn Ali.
Better let them know. Say it one more time.
12 o'clock daily, Sister Circle TV. You must watch it on TV One.
Shout out to my radio sister, Rashawn Ali. Even though she left us for TV, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's amazing.
But yeah, so with the upcoming season, what can we expect? I know, like I got to see the sneak peek of season of the first episode of season 6. I got to see a little sneak peek.
We're not talking about TV One now. We're talking about Marriage to
Yeah,
Medicine.
now we're talking about Married to Medicine.
Circle. So for me personally, what can you expect?
No, well, I was gonna say, because it started off, I saw that the girls are asking about your whereabouts, but like I said, you have so many things going on. So can you just give me a little?
Y'all draw Sister Circle 10 times.
Hey, we were advertising for you.
And that's what I was gonna ask.
That's what you do as a friend. You be there.
So what can we?
You want to know the true tea? True tea was this. They were trying to be like, oh, she done put Sister Circle before us. Oh, her friends at Sister Circle mean more to her.
That's
than
where I was
us.
getting at.
Oh, how dare her? Oh, she done put us down.
Think like that.
You gotta feel.
Oh, it got quiet in here.
So no, here's the thing, and I really want to make this abundantly clear. I love my girls from Married to Medicine, hands down. I mean, toe to toe, I'm gonna go hard for them all. I don't care what spats we have. Don't let me hear you say some sideways about any of them.
There we go.
And I mean that.
That's
Okay, because a lot of people, when you get to watch it on the screen, they may not feel as though maybe what goes on off camera, or would you still hang with them and stuff like
here's
that?
the thing. You got to understand those are situations. That's a situational moment. Listen
And
to
life
the
goes
word,
on.
Moment.
Yes.
It's a situational moment, okay? So it doesn't have to be a situation or environment where it's going on forever, especially if you are accountable. For me, it's very easy. I can get over things pretty easy, although I know I'm portrayed down to the Marriage to Medicine. That I don't. No, that I don't. But here's the thing. Here's the ticket. The ticket is this. You have to come to me and be accountable. You cannot come to me lying. You cannot come to me in a disruptive manner in terms of how you're speaking to me, because I will not receive that. Okay? Yeah. I'm going by what you're giving me, which makes me then receive it a certain way. Now I'm returning the way you're giving it to me.
All right, now.
If you're saying, hey, Quad, listen, I made a mistake. Because listen, I make mistakes. And guess what? When I make mistakes, I tell them to be quiet because I need to own what I've done to them.
I respect that.
No. Seriously. Because they get on to me all the time. Oh, she late. Mama be late sometimes. I ain't.
Just say that she just learned that shit like last.
No, I didn't. No, that's not true. So that means she don't really know me as much as she thinks she does. I'm just saying, I did not learn that last year.
We argued with you and said,
y'all came with the BS. I'm like, she thinks she better than us. Better than y'all. I'm grinding every day because what I know, I got things going on. That's not very favorable. You think I wanted to be filing for divorce right now? No. So nothing is promised.
That's
and
right.
so I run the race, and I run it hard. And it's not that I'm better than y'all. No. And I mean that.
Don't you?
I'm telling you, I mean it.
We know.
No, I'm telling you, because I don't like that. I don't like how you guys try to create this situation that I think that I'm better than people. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee forever. And it ain't been easy.
You telling that to a Detroit girl?
Well, I'm telling it to everybody.
I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so we ain't getting much better in this
I'm
room.
from actually Memphis, and I moved here from Latonia. I am.
Let's get it real.
I moved here elementary, but yeah. So I know what's going on, baby. I know what's going on. Yes, I was from Memphis, yeah. And I moved here in
It's all fam in the room.
Why would you say her name?
Jazzy T may have a name of a strip on.
Oh, Lord.
That's my Jazzy. Yes, your girl is from Memphis, and I came in Latonia, Georgia, in elementary, but in the beginning years, Memphis, Tennessee.
My grandmama used to cook in the kitchen down at Jazzy T's.
Uh-oh.
Oh, grandma.
Grandma back in Memphis now. Shout out to Memphis. Grandma back in Memphis now. Grandma back in
Shout
Memphis.
out to grandma.
Oh, my goodness. So
what's up?
we got to say September, I believe it's September 2nd. Yes,
Yep.
September 2nd.
Yeah, this Sunday.
I love how real y'all are. This is, look, anytime
everything.
look, we usually tell people that we like, come on back to the studio.
Yeah.
If we tell you, hey, it was cool talking to you, and we don't say nothing after that, you kind of knew what's up. But anytime y'all got something going on,
come back.
anytime you
Please
have
come
a fundraiser, anything charitable,
got a book
stop
coming out.
by.
Somebody got a book coming
there's a
out.
book coming out.
Yes, it's about to be produced. I'm not produced. Okay, so look, y'all. Sleepyhead, Please Go to Bed is about to literally launch soon. Okay, it's been sitting in the back. It was written. It's there. I really truly
Go the next step with it.
Right. I need
time.
to the next
Take it
level.
all the way.
And to be honest, you know what? When you were talking about the Mommy Chronicles, I hear that complaint a lot. They're like, what's next? What happened? You know, you
gotta
told
tell
the
us,
story,
girl. You gotta tell
but
us.
what
You leave us
happened?
hanging. You leave us hanging.
Right, you leave
But
me
that's
hanging.
cool,
It's like
though,
a
that we're
cliffhanger.
still.
And so, a friend of mine has literally, they were like, Toya, what we need to do with it? We need to do something with that.
learn to
And so
monetize.
we're
Even if
trying-
it's
so,
YouTube clips, like
so
some
we're-
girl,
So
some
YouTube
girl.
don't pay me.
They will, though.
Right.
They will.
They
though.
will.
They will.
They,
You get
they
them.
waiting on you to get your views. They
them
waiting
views
on
up.
your
After a certain amount of
views.
time.
But you have a platform, girl.
So I'm thinking. So I've been thinking. So
Uh-oh.
we looking at some platforms
Okay,
right now. So
okay.
we are. So I've kind of been looking at the little Jada Pinkett thing she got going
Yes,
on.
All right,
yes,
all right.
yes.
And
Okay.
Well, you got a mic.
Red table talk.
You got a mic here, so you're more than welcome to use it.
Yes.
There we go.
Thank you.
Hey, come on.
Appreciate you. So.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you so much.
Uh-oh.
We appreciate it.
I'm not gonna stop you. You had something. I feel
she
like
got
someone's
something.
going to
We'll let
come.
Miss Quad talk
I
about
felt. I
this.
know.
I'm
You know how
just
you about to leave for church,
Yes.
and it look like Pastor by you. Like, all right, we
Pastor
leaving.
ain't wrapping
Oh,
up.
Pastor, benediction. Ain't hit me with the benediction yet.
Talk to her, Miss
The
Quad.
benediction is carrying on.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It's still moving as we speak.
No, but I just want to say thank you to everyone who is listening to the sound of my voice right now. Thank you so much for loving me, for supporting me, for even praying for me in times where I didn't know you were praying for me. I truly do appreciate it. We have a lot going on, and I recently just shot the cover of my book, my cookbook, because I know everyone has been waiting on it for
all
so
right
long.
now.
Listen, this will not be disappointing, so I'm taking my time. It's being curated. I'm very excited about it, and we recently just did the photo shoot the other day for the cover. Amazing. I would love for people to continue to watch Sister Circle. Those of you who are just hearing about it, it is a great show. It's a talk show that I share a platform with 3 other women, phenomenal women. Trina Braxton is a new addition to our show. Shouts out to Trina Braxton.
What's up, Trina?
Yes. And her word, she's like, yes. That's what she says. That's her thing. Selena Johnson, you all know, Grammy Award winner Selena Johnson.
Absolutely.
And I mean, Atlanta royalty, Rashawn Ali.
Yeah, shout out
Yes.
to
Right.
Yes.
So
Yes,
please
yes.
tune into Sister Circle every day. If you're looking to be inspired, motivated, educated, and entertained, you do not want to miss this show. Please tune in every day, 12 o'clock noon, TV1. Now, when you really want to get it popping.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Here we go.
Is that the Bravo?
I need a choir organ.
Bravo TV.
I need a choir organ to hit. Now, when you really want to turn up,
When you really want to get it popping, you must have your weekly dose of Married to Medicine every Sunday. You don't want to miss it. There are some lessons that we are teaching, and we're doing it through utilizing ourselves as vessels. You must tune in to Married to Medicine every week, 8 o'clock Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they changed to Friday Friday, y'all. Don't be mad.
Change with us?
Yeah.
What you tell the
They
people
might
to do?
change to Friday.
They
But
gon-
that's okay. Just come on. Just come on board.
Are they gonna catch a bus over to Friday night?
It's okay.
Or they gonna ride the train?
It's okay. You know, the TV on.
They gonna take the
Just watch it before
Maybach.
the
Yes.
Well, pick your boy up on the way. Okay. I'll be going in the Saturn. Okay.
But so we're grateful that you guys had us today.
Thank you so much.
It's blessings.
It's been a great time.
Oh yeah, this is an amazing
so
time.
much.
Thank you.
Follow
Thank you.
myself at Absolutely Quad on all social media platforms and Toya.
And Toya Bush Harris on all social media platforms as well. Or Twitter, tweets_Toya.
You need to change that.
Why? What's wrong with tweet_Toya?
Get out of my mind. Because people are lazy.
Synchronize. The people ain't gonna.
You better talk to
It
them.
gotta be very simple.
This is
and
true.
It has to be
Attention span ain't
What if I
there.
change it in the middle of everything now?
They'll be all right.
Find
They'll
her
be all
on
right.
Toya Bush Harris on all social media platforms. Get on the phone right now, change that, and make so the.
We'll reach out to the one on Twitter if they got your name and we be like, yo.
Making sense.
Okay.
We're going to leave on that note.
That might be
And the church say, amen.